Hi students, welcome to this video session. I remain Samuel Chukwuemeka as usual. In this video session, we shall design a compound interest calculator. So we are going to design a calculator that calculates compound interest using the Visual Basic software program. So we click on VB and we go to new project, and here we type in compound interest calculator and we click OK. Please, it is recommended that you view the videos in the playlist. It is recommended that you view the prior videos in the playlist before you view this video. It is highly recommended that you do so. Now, let us do the user interface design. Let's go to get the formula for compound interest. The compound interest formula. Type in my name. The first link is my website. Click on my picture to enter the site. Click on mathematics. Click on finite math. Click on notes. Interest calculations. So we are going to use this formula here. The first formula, amount will be principal times in parentheses 1 plus rate over number of compounding periods per year raised to exponent number of compounding periods per year times the time. It is also recommended that you view the videos on interest and annuities so that you can understand the theory. It is good you understand the theory before the calculations. So we are going to use this first formula here. So we will need a label for the principal. We will need label for the rate. We will need label for number of compounding periods per year. Then we'll need label for the time. Then we will need a text box for some of them, and we will need combo boxes for some of them as well. Let's get started. Let's resize this. So we will need a label, and we will first of all change the text principal. Then I'll just copy and paste. I'll need a label, copy, paste, right click, paste. Then need a label for the rate. We'll need a label for the time. I change this text to time. And this one will be we will just say compounded. Then we will need a label that will give us the amount, and then the interest. So I get this label here. I will, before I delete the text, I would like to make the auto size to be false, because it's gonna give us the amount is gonna give us the amount. And I will make the border style fixed 3D. Then I'm going to remove this text here. Then I will need, this one will give me the amount. Let me put another one that will give me the interest. All right. Now I will need a I will need a text box 6. I will need text box for the principal, rate and time. Then I'll need combo box for rate, time, and compounded. So I go and drag my text box. Copy, paste this for the rate, paste this for the time. Then I'll need my combo box because of rate and time to give me in percent. Combo box for rate, copy, paste. Next one for time. You know, one nice thing about VB is that you can arrange it well. And this one for this combo box is for compounded. Okay, whether it's compounded annually or semi-annually or weekly or daily. Then I will need a button that would perform the action. And I can make my button big. And this button, I will name it, I will type it as text, compute button, compute. And you can, you know, you can beautify it later on. Now, the form 1, I'll change it to compound interest calculator. I think this is what I need. So far, this is what I need. If I need any other thing, I will come back and put it. All right. Now, the next thing is to name all these. Name it. So, I'll name this. As usual in naming, there is no space in the naming. Compound interest calculator. Then this text box, I really don't need to name the labels. I'm good with the labels. This is principal text box. Then this will be the rate text box. This will be the time text box. This will be the let me call it a because this is compounded periods per year, number of compounding periods per year. That is what M is. Number of compounding periods per year. Let me just name it a compounded combo box. This one I will want the amount to come first. Amount label, call it amount label. This one I will want it to be interest label. This I would like to call it a rate combo box. This I will call it time combo box. And this one I will call it the compute button. All right, I finished naming all these. So I just press F7 or right click, view code. Let's get started. Write the program. The first thing, let's define this a program that calculates the compound interest using a compound interest formula. Using compound interest formula. The program, this program calculates the compound interest using compound interest formula. This program is designed by Sam Dom for Peace. You know, that's my nickname, Sam Dom for Peace. Okay, now let's go ahead and declare variables. Declare variables. We will need a principal. We will need the rate value because we have the combo box. Then we'll need rate. Then we'll need time value, just like we did in simple interest calculator. Yeah, we've done this in simple interest calculator. So it's good you view those. Time value, time. We will need a compounded value because it has a combo box. We can say compounded value. Then we will need a amount, and then we'll need interest. The compound amount and the compound interest. This is not simple interest. This is a compound interest. So as double. Now, if we need more, we will still come back and declare our variables. If we need more, we will come back and add more. Now, the next thing we want to do is this will perform the action. So we double click on this so that when you click on compute button underscore click, when you click it, what will happen? Let's assign the variables. Let's assign. We have that our principal will be is equal to the principal text box dot text. The rate value will be our rate text box dot text. Time value will be our time text box dot text. Yeah, we assign this to these text boxes, and actually we are using values because we are using the combo box. So with the rate value, then the rate, if the rate will now be if you select, because of we are using combo box. That's why I'm using rate value. Now for this compounded, you don't really need to put anything on the text box. You just see whether it's compounded, you know, the way it's compounded. So we've assigned our variables. Now, there was something we should do before we continue, and that is to fix what is in these combo boxes. So this rate combo box, I click on it. I go to items. I click on it. I click the ellipsis here. The rate could be in decimal or the rate could be in percent. I click OK. So the user will have a choice to either pick decimal or percent. Time, I click on items. The time could be in years. It could be in months. It could be in weeks. It could be in days. We don't want to put hours. Okay, I click OK. Then the compounded could be compounded annually, which is yearly, or it could be compounded semi-annually, or it could be compounded quarterly, or it could be compounded monthly, or it could be compounded weekly, or it could be compounded daily. And then you click OK. All right. So we come back to our code window. Our code window. We've assigned the variables. The next thing we do is let's write our conditions. Write conditions for the combo boxes. And let's start with a rate combo box. So if rate combo box dot text is equal to decimal, then our rate will just be our rate value. Our rate will be equal to our rate value. Else if rate combo box dot text is equal to %. If the user selects the %, then our rate will be rate value divided by 100. So if it's in %, because you have to, when you're using the rate, if they give it to you in %, you have to divide by 100. The next one, let's do the time combo box. So if time combo box dot text is equal to, if it is in years, then time will be equal to time value. Else if time combo box one thing good about this VB while typing, when you select it, when it's selected, you just press the tab key to bring it up. The text is equal to, if it is in months, make sure you type the correct spelling. Then time will be equal to time value divided by 12. Else if time combo box dot text, if it is in weeks, then time will be equal to time value divided by 52. Else if time combo box dot text is equal to, if it is in days, then time will be equal to time value divided by 365. Some textbooks will use 360. Yeah, but I'm using 365 days in a year. All right, we are done with time combo box. Let's go to a compounded combo box. Compounded combo box. If compounded combo box dot text is equal to annually, then the compounded value will be 1. M will be 1 if it's compounded annually. Else if, please view the theory. That's why it's good to know the theory. compounded combo box dot text is equal to semi-annually, then compounded value is equal to 2. Else if compounded combo box dot text is equal to quarterly, then compounded value, you must always see what you're typing, otherwise there's likely a mistake. You have to see what you're typing. Compounded value will be 4 because you have declared those variables in the form, in the compound interest calculator. In the public class, you've declared it, so you should see it. Okay, let's finish up. Else if compounded combo box dot text is equal to, if it is a monthly, then compounded value will be equal to 12. Else if compounded combo box dot text is equal to weekly, then compounded value is equal to 52. Else if compounded combo box dot text is equal to daily, then compounded value is equal to 365. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we make sure we spell it right. Okay, we finished writing the conditions for the combo boxes. Now let's go ahead and do the calculation, process this, or do calculations. Okay, the next thing we do is to process. When we will now write the formula for the compound amount, and when we do this, we want to be careful so that we write it well. We have to write it well so that the Visual Basic program will do a good calculation. We see that amount is equal to principal. So you might want to, after writing it, you test it. That's why we need to test it. Principal times, here, because we have an entity here, because of this plus sign joined by this, we have to put this in parentheses. We have to do that. So times 1 plus rate divided by compounded value, then exponent m times t. Because of this, we put another m because of the way it was written. Compounded value times time. You have to be careful on how you put these. You have to be careful on how you put it. This is this entity exponent this entity, okay, then times the principal, and then our compound interest will be the amount minus the principal. That will be our compound interest. The last thing for us to do is to display. The last thing for us to do in writing the code is to write the display. We want the amount here to be the amount label, and here to give us this is the amount label to show us the amount, and this is the interest label to show us the interest. So we write that amount label dot text is equal to we want to write this, so we put the double quotation marks. The compound amount is, we put the $sign, then the ampersand symbol, amount, then interest label. We want this to show us the interest, to display the interest. Interest label is equal to the compound interest. The compound interest is, you put the $sign, close the quotation marks, and interest. This will be our display. Okay, we need to test this. Let's go ahead and test this. Let's test it. Let's start with a simple one. $100, 10% time 1 year, compounded annually. Compute is $110 as the amount, and the interest is $10. What if we change it to 1 month? 1 month. Compute gives us this for 1 month. Now I did a video on interest, compound interest. Let's test what I got in that video with this calculator. Let's go ahead and test it. It's right here. Here the Jane's parents deposited a sum of $6,000 in a prepaid college account. How much is this money worth in 18 years if it is invested at 5.9% compounded quarterly? So in this case, the amount is $6,000. The principal is $6,000. The compounding number of compounding periods per year, M, is 4. The rate is 5.9%, which you will convert to decimal. And it's the time is 18 years. Let's see whether I got the same thing. Let's do this same thing in the calculator that we just did. So the principal is $6,000. The rate is 5.9%. The time is 18 years, and is compounded quarterly. Compute. So I have to change this to this is 18 this is 18 months. If you look at this, it still remains as 18 months. This is 18 years. So let's do it again. Let's change this to years. Compute 1728.827276 and the rest of them. That is what we got. So you can check this with that, and you can play with this. If you change this 5.9, instead of putting percent, you put decimal, and you put a 0.059. It's still going to give you the same thing. Compute, still gonna be the same thing. See that? Okay, thank you for listening, folks, and watch out for other videos. We shall. I would like you to try these. Try writing we've done simple interest and compound interest. Try doing the annuities. Try doing it in using VB. Try doing future value, sinking funds, present value, amortization, try doing it with VB, okay, and test it. And also view my videos to check it. All right, thank you so much. And when we want to close the, we want to just save all. You save all. Now, when you save all,